Okay. We are in the second week from our 48 meetings. Okay. So today we go over multiplication facts. Times 3, times 4, times 6. You know I know this. Multiplication, basic multiplication, the multiplication table. Okay, any number times 3, any number times 4, any number times 6. We go over this theory, where the multiplication comes from, the properties of multiplication, what you can do with the multiplication, that is the preparation to other things, very important things. Okay, like division, power, roots, fractions, least common multiple, greatest common factor. Is that okay? Okay. Then we try to do together 25 practice questions with theory and hidden answers for your level Young Fermats. Okay? So, it's a complete class ready lesson on multiplication by 3, 4, and 6. Theory patterns, skip counting, doubling shortcuts, and 25 practice questions with click to review step-by-step answers. Is that okay? Okay. I would like to start this class talking about what multiplication really is. Okay. Multiplication is repeated addition. What does that mean? For example, I have a basket, I have another basket, I have another basket. Okay? And I have 3 balls in each one. If I ask you, what are the total number of balls? You say 9. You can count. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Or you can add 3 here, plus 3 here, plus 3 here. Or you can say, each basket I have 3 balls. As I have 3 baskets, will be 3 times 3. Do you agree, Islam? Super easy. Okay, so the multiplication is nothing more than a group where I proceed additions. Is that okay? Multiplication is a fast way to add the same number over and over. When we write 4 times 3, we mean 4 groups of 3. So I do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 groups of 3, or 4 times 3, that you know is 12. Okay, every multiplication fact tells a story. Groups, how many groups you have. Size of each group, how many terms of numbers of objects are in each group. Total product is how many altogether. And generally you do one times the other. Okay? Example, 6 baskets of 4 apples each. 24 apples total. Okay, from this we have a very important property that in the future we simply abandon this concept. But when we meet in high school, these standardized tests, we need these concepts again. If we don't have, it's a problem. Okay. The first concept that we will see is the commutative property. Order doesn't matter. What does that mean? Let's suppose you have a number A. Can I have a number A? I'm just substituting a number by a letter. Is that okay for you? I can put X, Y, whatever. I don't know the number, but it doesn't matter. Any number multiplied by any number is the same thing if I invert the sequence. Okay? So A times B is always B times A. What does that mean? Multiplication is commutative. You can swap the two numbers and the answer stays the same. Is that okay? You know 3 times 4 is 8 times 3. Have you ever saw this property? Probably, even if you don't remember. Is that okay, Sloan? Okay. In any time, if you want to take notes, you can, okay? Okay. This is a huge shortcut. If you know 3 times 8, you know 8 times 3. And sometimes in a multiplication table, if it's hard to you to remember how much is 9 times 8, or you do 8 times 9, maybe you memorize like that, okay? Okay. Do you know what is a multiple? Okay. When you know how to skip counting, you are working the concept of multiple. Is that okay? For example, multiple of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. Is that clear for you? It's easy for you. Okay? Okay. Counting by threes, fours, and 6. Look, if I want to count by 3, okay, what can I do here? If skip counting means jumping forward by the same number each time, every jump is one group. Every number you land on is a multiple. Okay? Look, I am going from 12 to 24. Which one would be the next one if I'm going from 12 to 24? What do you think? Which one would be the next one? 36. Look, I have 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Do you agree? Look, here's plus 12. Here is plus 12. This is the pattern. Okay? Or 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3, 36. Do you understand the pattern? Okay? Look, again. Okay, if I count by 4, look, 4, 8, 12, 24, 16, 20. Here, I'm going from 4 to 4. Here, 3 to 3. Is that okay? Here, I'm going from 6 to 6. Is that okay? He marked for some reason, 12 and 24. So you know, of course, what is multiple. Okay? Notice that 12 and 24 show up in all three lists. They are common multiples. This is very important. Just a second. So, 12 is a multiple of 3. Do you agree? 12 is a multiple of 4. And 12 is a multiple of 6. So 3, 6, and 12, 3, 4, 3, 4, and 12, they have a common multiple. Do you agree? And in this case, is the least common multiple. There are other techniques to you find the least common multiple without listing the multiples. Another multiple is 24. Okay? And so on. So 12 is a common multiple and is the least one among them. This is another property. Okay? Okay. I need your help this. Theory multiplying by 3 times 3 is equal triple it. Do you agree? Multiplying by 3 is called tripling. It's the same as adding a number 3 times. Make sense? Obviously. Okay, can I represent triple a number like 3 times n? I have any number here. And if I want the triple, I just multiply by 3. Is that okay for you? For example, 7 by 3 is 7 times 7 plus 7 plus 7, that is 21. Is that okay? Okay. Even, Sloan, look, 7 plus 7 plus 7. Can I reduce this part here, 7 times 2 plus 7? Look to the screen. I will do again. 7 plus 7 plus 7. Can I do this 7 times 2 and then plus 7? It will be 21 the same way. Is that okay? I'm grouping. Many times you will group the terms. Is that okay? Okay. Can you do me a favor? How much is 3 times 8? I'm sorry? 3 times 8. How much is it? Exactly. So can I ask you a favor as our um, first exercise? Just a second. I will ask you to do the 3 times 1 to 3 times 12. Let me just show how to do it. So we have a property here. What did you do, Zlon? You did this 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, and so on. If you combine any 2, 3 multiples like 30 plus 18, it's a multiple of 3. Is that okay? It's another property. As much as we memorize property, faster we will be in questions. Okay? Okay, I know it's boring, but I will ask to you to do the same thing with 4, please. 4 times 1 to 4 times 12. Go ahead, please. So, what did you do? You did this. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Is that okay? Before continuing, I would like to go back to 3. But are you open a new page to show you something about multiples of 3? Okay. So you did 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 28, 27, 30, 33, 36. Did you know if you add the digits of any result in the multiplication of 3, the addition will be a multiple of 3? I will explain to you. Look, 3 times 9 is 27. 2 plus 7 are 2 and 7 are the digits of 27. Do you agree? The ones digit and the tens digits. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. Look, 21, 2 plus 1 is 3, is a multiple of 3. 1 plus 8 is 9, is a multiple of 3. What does that mean? Let's suppose you will divide a number by 3. And the number is 2,436. Before starting to do the division, you want to know if this number is divisible by 3 or if it's a multiple of 3. Is that okay? Let's suppose just looking, you don't know if it's a multiple of 3. You use the pattern that I just used, the rule that I just used. You add the digits. Here you have the ones digit, the tens digit, the hundreds digit, and the thousands digit. Do you agree with me? Okay? Okay. You add all of them. Look to the screen. 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. Is 15 a multiple of 3? Yes or no? Yes. So, do you know what does that mean? That this number is a multiple of 3. So, every time that you need to know if a number is a multiple of 3, just add their digits. Is that okay? Okay. So, every time you need to know if a number is a multiple of 3, add their digits. If you know that the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, the original number is a multiple of 3. Did you know that? Do you remember that? Or did you have that or never? You don't remember or probably never had. This is a very good shortcut for your mental calculations, okay? Okay, this is a property of multiples of 3. We just did times 4. Sloan, what is times 4? Double twice. What is twice? Times 2. If you double times 2, you have times 4. Super easy? Okay. Multiplying by 4 is the same as multiplying by 2, then doubling the answer. Okay? Because 2 times 2 is 4. For example, 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 2 times 2. 14 times 2, 28. Do you agree with me? Okay. Got it? Do you want me to do? Okay. Okay. This is the easiest trick in the whole lesson. If a student knows their doubles, the times 4 table. Do you agree? So I will ask you I asked you a question. Do the times 4. It's like times 2 and times 2. Super easy. Okay. Pattern to notice. Every multiple of 4 is always an even number. Look, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 30, 40. Do you know what is an even number? The definition of an even number? Do you know, Zwan? What is an even number? Times 2. Yeah. You get any number. Good. Very good. But needs to be an integer, Zwan. Because a rational, many times, if you multiply by 2, is not an even. For example, 3.6, even having 6 that is an even number, is not an even number because it's not an integer. So to be an even or an odd, first needs to be an integer. Is that okay? So you said correctly. An integer can be an even or an odd, but for sure, multiplied by 2 is always an even number. Do you agree? If I have 1 that is an odd, how I guarantee turns into an even? Multiply by 2. Okay, 1 times 2 is 2, is an even. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. So the general format of an even number is 2n with n being an integer. Is that okay? I promise to you that in 10 years and a half, you're gonna love this. Okay, just be used to. But you did good. N is an integer. I don't know if it's odd or even, but multiplied by 2 is always an even. Perfect. Okay. Now to finish, we go to the questions. Okay, I would like, please, you do the multiplication table of 6, please. In the future, we will see that when a number is multiple of 6, it needs to be multiple of 2 and 3 at the same time. Is that okay? So multiplying by 6 is times 3, then double. Okay? Multiplying by 6 is the same as multiplying by 3, then doubling the answer. Because 6 is 2 times 3. For example, 8 times 6 is like 8 times 3 times 2. Is that okay? So the table of 3 is easier to memorize than table of 6. So that's the reason that you first memorize the table of 3. Then the 6 comes along. Okay? As I said to you, a very important pattern to notice is if a number is multiple of 6, for sure is a multiple of 3 and 2. Okay? But here he's mentioning only 3 because 6 is divisible by 3. So if a number is divisible by 6, for sure Islam is divisible by 3. Is that okay? Perfect. Okay. Now we will see something a bit more abstract. Okay? Distributive property. Distributive. Yeah. Distribution. I am distributing. Okay? What is that? A times B plus C. This is the same as AB plus AC. I distribute. Every time that I use variables, I give an example with numbers, okay? To see if it's true or not. Okay, look, I put here 4, 3, and 2. Is that okay? Do you know the order of operations? Do you know this? Okay. So, in this operation, what I do first? In this operation, what I do first? No, first I do the parentheses. Okay? First I do the parentheses. 3 plus 2. Do you agree? Okay? 3 plus 2, 5. Then times 4. How much is 4 times 5? Perfect. Now, let's see if the distributive gives me 20 as well. 4 times 3, 12. Do you agree? Plus 4 times 2, that is 8. 12 plus 8 is 20. So I can do in this way or in this way. Is that okay? Distributing. Okay? So look, as I said, A, B plus C is like AB plus AC. Okay? Is what he's saying here. AB plus AC. Okay? Okay. If a fact is hard, break the big number into friendly pieces. You already know. This is called the distributive property. Look, 7 times 6. You know, 7 times 6, how much is it? 42. Is that okay? Okay, so I want to break 7 in 5 plus 2. Oops. Can I do 7, 5 plus 2 is the same thing. Times 6. You do 6 times 5. How much is 6 times 5? I'm sorry? How much? 30. Exactly. Plus 6 times 2. How much is 6 times 2? 30 plus 12 is 42. It's the same thing. Is that okay? This is a trick to save time for us in calculations. Okay? Okay. For example, 9 times 4. Look, you break 9 in 10 minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9. Do you agree? 9 times 4, how much is 9 times 4? Or 4 times 9? Because the commutative. How much is 4? Perfect. 36. So let's see if 4 times 10. 4 times 10 is 40. Do you agree? Minus 4 times 1. Minus 4. 40 minus 4 is 36. So this proves the distributive property. Do you agree? Okay. The single most important idea in the whole lesson. Every multiplication trick a student will never meet is built from this one property. Okay. So you saw multiply by 3. Okay. You skip counting or double plus 1 to multiply by 4, double twice to multiply by 6, triple, then double. And when it's hard, you break it and use the distributive property. Okay. Please do the question number 1. You can turn the page if you want. Turn. Sloan, turn. Yeah. How much? The number 1. 3 times 7. 21. Very good. Is that okay? Okay. You can do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 7 times and count. Okay. Or you can list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 is the 7th multiple of 3. Okay? Or double the 7. Okay? If you 7 times or double 7, 14 and add one more. But this is too complicated, okay? Because you double the 7, okay? 14, and then add one more. 21. All these things are important, Sloan. All these things are important for mental math, okay? To do mental math. I don't like very much mental math. I prefer you guys use calculator. But when you are a kid, it's better you do to develop, okay? Do the question 2, please. $32? Yes, 32. Do you agree that 4 times 8 is equal 8 times 4, for example? Okay? Or I can do 8 times 2 times 2, 16 times 2, 32, and so on. Question 3. $54. Okay? You have many ways to do that. Because times 3, look, times 6, okay? 9 times 3 is 27 times 2. Because 3 times 2 is times 6. Do you agree? That is 54. Okay? Another thing that we could do, 9 is 10 minus 1 times 6. 6 times 10, 60. 6 times 1, 6. 60 minus 6, 54. Is that okay? Next one, please. Eight. Exactly. 8. Because the question is, which number times 3 is 24? So 8. Okay. I could think 24 divided by 3. Do you agree with me? Okay. Do you know division? You know already division, right? Okay. Is equal 8. So if you pass multiply, 3 times 8 is equal to 24. Okay. I can list them. I can list. So to 24, 8, 8, okay, 8 is 24. Or how many times I need to align 3 is 8 times. Is that okay, Sloan? 8 jumps. Next one. Number 5. Seven, exactly. Okay. So 7 here. Okay. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, 28. Or 4 times or 7 times the 4. Okay. There are many ways to do this. Next one, please. 7 again. Okay. So 7 times what equals 42? 7 times 6 is 6 times 7. Or you could think 42 divided by 6. Question number 7, please. So, a pack of markers has 4 markers. 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 markers each one. So it's 6 times 4, 24. Super easy? Okay. Next one. Yes. A triangle has 3 sides. You have 9 triangles, 27. Is that okay? Okay. Next one. Forty. 48? Yes. A carton has 6 eggs. Each one has 8. 6 times 8, 48. Very good. Question number 10. I'm sorry? Which is greater? 6 times 4 is? How much is 6 times 4 or 4 times 6? 24. And 3 times 9? Yes. He wants you to maybe look. You have 3 times 3 here. Do you agree? And you have 2 times 3 here. Okay? So it's another way to see this. Okay, but yeah, you are totally right. What is the next number in this skip counting sequence? Yeah, 36. You are right. That is 6 times 6. Why? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth position. So 6 times 6 is another way to see that. Number 12. You can use another sheet if you want. Are you sure? Yeah. 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me show you something. Look, Sloan, if I do this here, which figure do I have? Which geometric shape I have? Rectangle. Okay. Do you know how you find the area of a rectangle? How? What I do? Do you know the area of a rectangle? How I find? So tell me. Length times width. Perfect. Okay. So is this side times this side. Look what you just did. You said 4 times 7, right? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 times 7 is 28. So is expected here, I have 28 x's. Is that okay? It's like, it's in this way that you make find the area of shapes with 4 sides, like rectangle or square. Is that okay? Okay. Check if you are able to do this question. Write it down. Did it help? Okay. Look, you have 7 times 6. How much is 7 times 6? 42. He's asking to you to break 7 in 5 plus 2. Now instead 7, you multiply 5 plus 2 times 6. Do you agree? What I do first? I need to apply the distributive. What I do first? I'm sorry? I just put. What I do next? No. If I do this, I am going back to what I had. I'm not applying the distributive. I want to apply the distributive. So what I do first? Perfect. 6 times 5, that is, plus what I do next? What to? What I do next? You said 6 times 5. What I do now? You just said, but you need to set all the numbers. No. 6 times 2. Do you agree? Now I distribute it. Is that okay? 6 times 2 is 12. 30 plus 12. Perfect. Look, we found the same number, but with different techniques. Mathematics, everybody hates mathematics because it's just technique. Doesn't make sense. When the person says, "Oh, why you make you understand math?" No, you never understand math. Nobody understands math. You know why? It's like understanding, I don't know, a Salvador Dali painting. It's abstract. You don't understand. You just see, and in proper time, you have your own interpretation. Okay? So you need to accept this. What we did through two different techniques, we found the same number. Why is that, Sloan? Just till you go to college. Okay? Doesn't make sense. It's like, I don't know, play soccer. Why? Because you want to. Okay? You're not obligated and it's fun. Okay? But unfortunately, till you go to college, you need this. Okay? So why I say this? Because there's no logic when the person says, "Oh, I am clever, I'm smart because I know math." No, you just study math. Okay? So it's about technique. We use it. He asked me, "Okay, you can do this, but use a technique." And you ask, "Why?" And he answered, "Because I said so." Okay? Okay. So we did this in this technique. Question number 14, please. Go ahead. Use 10 minus 1 to solve 9 times 3. Do you need help? Yes, but look, how much is 9 times 3? Okay, just a second. Okay, sorry. Um, Math, there's a rule. Let's try the simplest one, the easiest one. Slow. The easiest one is we do it together 9 times 3. Do you agree? How much is 9 times 3? 27. Now he's telling to us, okay, I want you to use the distributive property. Do you agree that 9 is 10 minus 1? Yeah, times 3. Let's see if we find 27. What I do next? That is what I do next. You need to yeah, because you are distributing. But in this case, is minus. Do you agree? How much is 30 minus 3? You see? Same thing. Different methods. Okay? Do you do any kind of sport? What do you do? Soccer. Do you know how to kick a fault? How to kick a fault. There's a fault, then they elect you to kick. Okay? There are many ways to kick the fault with your foot, where you put your base foot, how you kick the ball, the distance, and etc. to the same goal, that is to score. We are doing the same. Okay? Okay, I would like you to see this question number 15, please. 24, let's see. Anna skip counts by fourth. What is the sixth number she says? So you listed 4, 8, 12, 16, oops, 20, 24. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if it's 4 by 4 to the 6 is 4 times 6. Do you agree with me? Okay? Next one. Yeah, her mom is there. Next one. Why is true? What is the property? Do you remember the name? You learned two properties today. Distributive, that we just did, okay? And the other one is commutative. Do you travel by plane? Have you ever commute? Do you know what is commute? So now you know what is commutative. You change, but nothing changes. Is that okay? It's related. Okay, the fact is not related, but at least you can remember the words. Okay, you commute by plane. Same destiny, but you take another plane. Okay, so here the order doesn't matter. That is commutative. You can commute and nothing changed, 24 and 24. That's the reason why it's true. Okay? Question 17. $20. Let's do it together. A soccer team has 6 players. Okay? 6 players on the field. If 4 teams are playing today, 4 teams, 2 games at the same time. Okay. How many players are on the field in today? Okay. You have in a field 2 teams, 6 players, 6 players. Look to the screen, Zoran. You have another field. 6 players, 6 players. So you have 4 teams, 6 players each, playing today. 2 games at the same time. 2 games at the same time. Okay, how many players are on the field total? 6 times 4. 24. How many players? Is that okay? Do you agree? Okay. Next one. Yeah. How do you know very fast? Okay, you know because it's easy and you know the multiples of 3. But look, 1 plus 5 is 6. So it's a multiple of 3. Do you agree? 2 plus 1 is 3, multiple of 3. 2 plus 6 is 8, is not a multiple of 3. 2 plus 7 is 9, is a multiple of 3. Okay? 19. 22. 42. Okay, that's it. A movie theater row has 6 seats. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If 7 rows are full, okay, how many people are seated? So 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, I think I did one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that okay? So it's like you said, 6 times 7, 42. Do you agree? Next one. Super easy. Nothing to add. Okay. Next one. Why 30? Are you sure? Yeah, you are right. A pizza is cut into 6 slices. You have 5 pizzas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 each one. 5 times 6. 22. 6 times 6, 36. 4 times 9, 36. Look, 6 is 2 times 3 times 2 times 3. This is 2 times 2. This is 3 times 3. In the end, it's 2 times 3, 2 times 3 is the same thing. Do you agree? Next one. A book has 4 chapters, and each chapter 8 pages long. How many pages is the book? 32. 4 times 8. 24. You have 3 trays. 1, 2, 3. 12 each one. 12 plus 12 plus 12. 36. Or 12 times 3. Last one. $30. Are you sure? Let's do it together. Okay. Each week has 6 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many weeks do I have? How many weeks do I have? Okay. So 1 week has 6 days. If I have 4 weeks, it's 4 times 6. Do you agree? Do you agree? But it's 4 weeks. I have 3 months. How many weeks we have in 3 months? Okay, let me put in another way. I have days, 6, weeks, 4, month, 3. Do you agree? Okay. Okay. 1 month is how many weeks? Yes. 1 month, but I have 3 months. Yes, yes, perfect. Because here I multiply by 3, so here I multiply by 3. Do you agree? So it'll be 12 weeks. Perfect. One week has how many days? 6 days. Do you agree? 1 week has 6 days. 4 weeks, I multiply by 4. Okay? But I don't have 4 weeks anymore. How many weeks I have? 12. So here I multiply by 12. Here I multiply by 12. Okay? Please do 6 times 12. 12 times 6. Do it. Perfect. 12 times 6, 6 times 2, 12 goes 1, 6 times 1, 6, plus 2, plus 1, 72. Is that okay? Okay. So, what I'm sending to you, I need to do your homework, but what do you have in your material? This page. This page has all the theory, and now you add this movie today. Okay? So you can study and do your homework after. Is that okay? That's it.